Today I'm just going to show you a quick and easy recipe. We are making a short crust pastry. All you need is a large bowl. You don't need any electrical equipment. No electric whisk. You can do this all with your hands. So all we do is take the flour in the bowl, like so. We take the butter. Now it's important that the butter is soft. If the butter's not soft, then it's not going to bind properly, and you're going to be left with big pieces of butter in the finished pastry, which we do not want. So all we do is take the flour and the butter, and it's just a massaging process just to get the ingredients together. So you rub it in between your hands, and you almost want it like a fine breadcrumb. Next I'm going to add into it is some chopped parsley, obviously colour in the pastry and flavour, and some Parmesan cheese, yet again another sort of flavour enhancement. After this we want to add 1 egg yolk. Now this is just to help bind all of the ingredients together, and also the egg yolk will sort of help cook and brown the pastry once in the oven. And then basically just about 100 millilitres of tap water, and this will bind the pastry together. So just with your hands, just mix it around, and it'll start to form a dough. We've now added our water, we've mixed this around, and we've now formed a nice pastry. Once you've made your pastry, in the fridge and rest the pastry for a good 2 hours. Right, so this pastry has now had a couple of hours in the fridge. It's now much more pliable, and it's much easier to roll now it's had time to rest. So all I'm going to do is obviously whatever sort of dish you're going to make your pie with is what you want to use as a template. So I'm using one that we use here at Carnarvon, so I'm just going to take a little flour just to dust the surface with. This is just to stop the pastry either sticking to your rolling pin or to the surface. And all we do is roll it, and as you can see, it's a lovely and moist pastry. And it's not breaking up because it's not too dry. It's just got the right amount of water in there, and then you just want to roll it out sort of a couple of millimetres thick, and then just take your dish, place it on top, and with a knife just cut a nice outline around, and you can see all the herbs in there, and you'll be able to taste the cheese in there. And then we take our pie lid. All I've got here is some venison loin, which you can get from any butcher. Just go down to your butchers and they will happily prepare it for you. They'll even dice it for you. The venison loin itself's like this. It's not too badly priced, and all butchers have it. It will have a membrane on the back which is quite chewy, which needs to be removed, but like I say, the butcher would do that for you. I've just done some little centimetre wide pieces, just so it cooks nice and quickly really, because the venison loin's so tender. With my venison I need some other ingredients, some vegetables. So today I'm just using some diced leek, some thyme, which I'm going to pick the thyme off of the stalks, some chopped onion and garlic, and then some carrots. I've got a nice hot pan on the stove, to which I'm going to add just some nice extra virgin olive oil. Then I'm just going to take my meat and brown it off in the pan. Yeah, it's a nice hot pan. I'm just doing enough here for a couple of people. Obviously, there'll be a recipe if you'd like to do it for a few people. So you just brown your meat off in a pan, like so. So you get a nice even colour around the venison. I'm going to add some black pepper, a little salt, and then I'm going to add my vegetables. So in go the carrots, in goes the onion and the garlic, in goes the leeks, And then finally in goes the thyme, which we've picked off of the stalks. And then we're just going to cook this just for a couple of minutes, just so all of the ingredients sweat off, everything combines, flavours, like so. So I've got the stock here with some red wine to make a nice gravy. I'm just going to add that in. I'm just going to cook this on the stove just for a couple of minutes before adding it to the pie dish. You can now take the mix over here, and obviously I'm using these nice pie dishes today. So all we do with our mix is take the nice filling into our pie dishes, place your filling into your dishes like so, nice bit of gravy, nice bit of meat and some vegetables. We've now filled this up nicely, and we're just going to take our pastry, which we've just made, and just lay it over the top like so. I'm just going to take a fork, I'm just going to run it around the edge. Now this will help push the pastry down and tighten it around the rim of the dish, and also is for presentation. So we just take that round the outside like so. Then we will get a knife and we will just cut off the outer edge yet again for presentation, and also if you've got any pieces hanging like this, then that will just burn in the oven and eventually fall off anyway. So we take this like so. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get a fork and I'm just going to make a little incision in top just to let any of that steam come out so it doesn't, the pastry doesn't bubble and explode. I've now got just a couple of whole eggs. I'm just going to beat them like so, and all I'm doing is I'm going to brush this over the pastry, and all this egg is doing is protecting the actual pastry from burning. It keeps it moist, and it will give it a lovely golden brown colour in the oven. And then all I'm going to do now is take these pies, place them in the oven at 180 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. These pies are now had 25 minutes in the oven, 180 degrees. They're nice and bubbly and warm, so all I'm going to do is take a cloth on like a plate like so, and then I normally serve it with mashed potato and some broccoli or some braised red cabbage, and that's the finished pie. Hope you enjoyed it.